Hey, what's up guys, it's Rob Stark and I'm here today to bring you a video on my interview with OWNato, who's currently tied for #1 trophies in the world. Alright everyone, so as I was saying, I did an interview with OWNato, who is currently tied for the #1 player in the world with 8,000 trophies. He has every brawler at max elixir and max trophies. He's a great player, super nice guy, and I did an interview with him. It had to be a text interview because unfortunately English isn't his first language, so he doesn't understand it very well when it's spoken to him. He does understand it when it's through text, and he actually lives in Italy, and as a job he's a cashier in a bar. Just as a little background on him. And then I asked him what made him start playing Brawl Stars. So he said he was searching for a game to play because he was banned in another game, and he found this game and he just loved it right away. And I had to ask him, who is his favorite brawler? And he said his favorite brawler is Shelly, and it's because she's a god and she can 1v3 and carry the match. And I gotta say, let's be real, Shelly's kind of overpowered, but she is pretty fun to play. When you can just carry the whole team on your back and just destroy most of the people on the other team, it's definitely pretty satisfying. Alright, and then I asked him who his least favorite brawler is too, and he said his least favorite is Bo, because it's very hard to do a perfect hit with his basic attack. And honestly, I kind of agree. I think Bo is pretty underwhelming. And honestly, I never really have that much fun when playing Bo. Alright, when deciding team composition, how do you decide who uses what character? Is there any special way? Or is it mostly like on what each person wants to run? So he said team comp should be based on the map. You want to see the pros and cons of every hero on that map, and then you can decide that way. He said there are heroes that can be used for specific maps. And I had to ask him if he's joystick or tap. And he said for now he's joystick, although it is a little buggy sometimes. But he does think dragging to shoot is too slow compared to tapping to shoot. And I kind of agree, and I have a similar reasoning as well. But honestly, I do think it's a little bit of personal preference. I don't think it should be the same for everyone. Then I also asked him, what general tips would he give to people who are trying to get their trophies as high as possible? And he said don't play Showdown over 200 trophies, and you want to try and find a stable team. And then also use Discord to coordinate with you and your teammates. And if you guys don't know what Discord is, it's a free voice chatting app. You can chat through text or through voice. And I use it as well. I think it's very useful. I would definitely recommend it. And then he also said to try and raise your heroes to 400. And if you have to hurry, the way to 500 is long and stressful. And man, I would definitely agree. Going from 400 to 500 is a lot harder than going up to 400. It takes a lot of time. I don't know if you guys know, but if you're past 400, you only get 1 trophy for every win, and you lose 4 every time you lose. So it's very hard. You got to go on long win streaks just to gain trophies. All right, and then I asked him, what event type does he think is the easiest to push trophies in? And he said, Heist with a good team, which kind of surprised me. And then he also said, or Smash and Grab because it's the fastest. I know a lot of people think Heist is sort of unbalanced, but I do think it depends on the map. And then he also said, I asked him, what additions would you like to see to the game? And he said he wants to see a better ranking system, maybe with like seasons, and then new brawlers and new events. And actually, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Supercell did a status update. They just came back from their vacation last week, and did a status update on the game and what they're planning. And they are planning new brawlers and new events, and actually they're going to rework the trophy system as well. If you guys want, I'll link this in the description. You can check it out. All right, and then I asked him how much would he say he plays a day. He said it depends because on the weekends he'll take a break and go to the beach. But he usually plays about 5 to 6 hours a day. And that makes sense. I mean, to get to 8,000 trophies, you do have to be very good, but it also takes a lot of time as well. And then I had to ask him what brawler was the hardest to get to 500, and then what was the easiest. And he said the hardest for him was Crow, and then the easiest was Shelly, obviously. And that makes sense, at least with Shelly. Although Crow, it is kind of surprising, as Crow is a legendary. But honestly, whenever I face Crow, he seems kind of underwhelming, so I can get it in that sense for sure. And then I asked him, what is he going to do now that all his brawlers are max trophies? And he said he's going to help other people push trophies, and he's going to just practice too. All right, and then I asked him how much it cost him to max and unlock all of his brawlers. And he said it cost him probably between $500 to $600. And then I also asked him what he thinks should be done about teaming and Showdown. And he said he's not really sure, but he hopes they do something soon. And then I also asked him if he has teamed in Showdown. And he said no, he's never teamed in Showdown. It's not his style of play. He doesn't want to be like that. And then I also asked him how upset would he be if Supercell decided to kill this game? I don't know if you guys know this, but because the game's not officially launched globally yet, Supercell can still kill the game. And it is possible they might do it, but I really don't think it will happen. And he said he thinks it would be stupid for them to kill the game, and he says it's an awesome game with a lot of potential, and I have to agree. I don't think they'll kill it. And then I also asked him if he thinks the game has potential to become an esport, and he said yes, and I hope soon too. And I definitely agree. I really want it to become at least, a competitive scene. And I think once, if they're able to get friendly battles into the game where you can set up matches between your, other clanmates or other people, then I really think we can see a competitive scene kick off. All right, guys, and that was most of my interview with him. I asked him if he had any shout-outs he wants to do. He wanted to thank everyone who helped him get to 8K and to AY that created the community called Nova. And if you guys want, I have his Twitter in the description. Please give that guy a follow. He's an awesome guy, great player. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.